Welcome to the COMC Community Spotlight Show, of course, presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. And we're talking with a great old friend of ours, Kathy Wiesen from the Lake of the Ozarks FCA. How's Kathy?
I'm great. Thanks for having me this morning.
It's good to see you. I don't get to see you enough. I see you at least twice a year when we do this, and then you do your annual dinner, like sometime around March.
Yes.
So that's coming up, right? When is your dinner this year?
We're going to be on March 15th, a Sunday night at School of the Osage from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m.
That's new, right? Because you've been doing it at different places the last few years.
Yeah, we've been at different venues, but we've been just evaluating what would be best in terms of us raising money for the ministry. And so we're going to a school for the first time. We're grateful to School of the Osage, and we're excited to have people there.
Well, we will be there, and that will be a lot of fun. So you will work with FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'm very familiar with them. I worked with them a lot when I was in Dallas and got to know a lot of the old Cowboys who were involved with Tom Landry. With that, Tom Landry started up the FCA in Dallas.
He did, and I grew up watching them as a little girl, and that's where my love of athletics came. Part of my testimony is from reading about their faith when I was a little girl.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
And so you've lived the ministry of the FCA and how it affects people, because it affected you that way, right?
Absolutely. I was teaching and coaching. I was a Christian, but pretty much on Sunday and coaching the rest of the week.
Yeah.
And so I really had to learn how to make my faith the most central part of my life. And coaching became an idol for me. And FCA came along, and when I got involved with FCA, it transformed my heart, and it transformed the players that I had involved in our school community. And it had so much impact on my life that I chose to come on staff.
Boy, I tell you what, I see it now more than ever before, the effect that FCA and other ministries like that are having in the sports world. I mean, you see quarterbacks like the Indiana quarterback. Almost every college quarterback this year was talking about, I want to, before we talk about the win, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We saw that so much this year and the last couple years.
Culturally, it's becoming kind of a neat thing. And Tim Tebow kind of started that, and there's people that were for that and people that pushed back against that. But I think we have more and more people that are bold about their faith. And when people can use athletics to share their faith, it's an amazing opportunity.
Absolutely. What a platform. I mean, millions and millions of people watching those games. And you take the athletics in FCA seriously, because I understand you try to do like a triathlon every year. Is that true?
Oh, I try to get one in every year, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been doing that since my 30s. Just being able to train and work out helps me keep a balance between work and life.
Yeah, and that's like biking a certain distance, swimming a certain distance, and running a certain
Swimming, biking, and running, and there's all different distances.
Oh, that's got to be crazy. I mean,
love it.
I don't, that would probably kill me. So what is FCA all about? I mean, everybody's heard about it, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, everybody's heard of it, but what does it actually do?
The vision is to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. So we're trying to use the platform of athletics to share faith with not only teams, coaches, athletes, but with their school communities as well.
Okay. So the focus is on both coaches and athletes, or one more than the other?
Probably both. I would say equally both. I spend most of my times one-on-one with coaches, but we have huddles in 20 school districts in the area. And so it's K through 12 in 2 of our communities, mostly middle school and high school in most of our communities. So it's for the athletes, it's also for the coaches in terms of coaches ministries that we do.
Did I hear you right? You said 20 school districts?
Yes.
So it's not just one. You're not just working at Camdenton or at Osage or Eldon or something. It's 20 of them?
I'm on my 3rd car since I started this 17 years ago, but yes, 20 different districts we serve. And anybody that wants to have FCA on their campus will help. And then just getting to know the coaches on each of those campuses and providing opportunities for them.
That must take a lot of scheduling. Okay, if today I'm going to be here and here and here, and tomorrow I'm going to be there and there and there.
100%.
That's the way it goes.
Yes.
Wow. So how close are those 20 school districts?
So we're not very far north and south. We're Eldon to Camdenton.
Okay.
So that seems short.
Yeah.
But I go about an hour 20 east and west.
Okay.
So think of a rectangle in the middle of the state of Missouri.
Okay, cool. And there's a dividing line somewhere. There's another rep like in the Lebanon area.
Yes.
I think that you don't have to cover that.
Yes, and then Jeff City and We're not fully staffed, but theoretically, that's how that's supposed to be.
So job opportunity
Yes,
for somebody
absolutely.
being called to that. Well, speaking of that, what do you do? What is your job as an FCA rep?
My job is to help make sure that any school that wants to have FCA has it. Also to provide any opportunities for coaches to grow in their faith. And so I try to meet as many as them I can. We have coaches events, we provide coaches Bibles, we have coaches Bible studies, we have a coaches weekend coming up for married couples. Any way that we can help share faith with them and help them to grow in their faith and for them to share faith with others.
Yeah, and being a coach, that is a hard job, especially in today's society, the way that society is kind of breaking down. Parents are in a tough situation, coaches are in a tough situation. Coaches need you and FCA reps more than ever, I would guess.
Oh, it's incredible, the need that is out there. And we absolutely need probably more reps here because you can't meet all the needs. But it's amazing just how God works when you just show up and are present to help them, either personally or to help their teams. I get to do some character coaching for teams as well.
Yeah.
And so just trying to give people good direction in a world that is very crazy right now.
I don't know how you do it because during the day, you told me before we sat down to do this, you were at a school doing a huddle somewhere, right? So you got up way early this morning to do that, and then you come here and do this, and you'll be heading off somewhere. I see you at night at the games,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Yes.
so I mean, it's not an 8 to 5 job.
No, it is not. But I really enjoy my work. And like I said, every day you wake up, you don't know what you're walking into or what God's going to do. But you just go and show, and God moves, and it gives me opportunities to share my faith and help people grow in their faith.
Wow. Okay, so she got within 15 feet, I think you said, of a grizzly bear. We'll talk about that when we come back on the COMC Community Spotlight Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. We're talking with our friend Kathy Wiesen with the Lake of the Ozarks FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. You've got your annual dinner coming up March 15th. At the School of the Osage this year. That's something new, so that'll be fun. Hopefully we'll talk about that more. I saw you told me that you got to your 50th state, right?
Yes.
Which was Alaska this year. What was that like?
It was beautiful. I felt like I was in an IMAX movie everywhere I went.
Yeah? It didn't rain the whole time you were there? It rained the whole time I was there.
No, it really didn't.
Wow, okay. And then, okay, so tell us the bear story, because I guess you got within 15 feet of a wild grizzly bear out in the wild.
I loved it. We went to Brooks Falls, and we're on the path to go to the falls, and a bear was just walking down the path, and you're instructed to move off the path into the woods, talk to the bear so you don't surprise him. So everybody's just talking to the bear. He didn't pass us. He came into the woods right towards us and literally was within 10 yards and then decided to go the other way.
Wow. And you weren't freaking out?
No, I loved it.
Really?
I loved it. In fact, I took a video. I thought I took a video, and I was so excited I didn't push it, so I had to get the video from people standing next to me.
My hands would have been doing this. I would have been so scared. But so this is normal that the bears just walk by you and they don't eat anybody?
Nope. They train us up a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't do it by myself all the time, but yeah, it was magnificent.
Wow, how cool! Could you smell it? Did it smell?
Well, we were where the salmon run was. We could smell a lot of dead salmon.
Okay. So you're overwhelmed by the dead fish smell,
Yes.
probably. Well, how cool is that? Okay, so back to FCA. You guys do something called huddles, right? Coaches huddles, student huddles. What is a huddle? What does that mean?
So the huddle is a meeting in the schools because of the equal access law. Students can have FCA on campus because it's student-led. There is a huddle coach who just supervises, but the kids lead it. So they usually do a game, a Bible study, some kind of a message to encourage people in their faith. Those are student huddles. We also have coaches huddles where coaches come together and do Bible study in the morning before school.
Okay. And do you get, how is the buy-in in our area? We still kind of have a rural kind of an area. It's not urban, still a lot of down-to-earth people. Is there good buy-in here for FCA, or do you get a lot of pushback?
I've had hardly any pushback since we've been here. God has just provided all kinds of opportunities, people, administrators that are supportive. Again, by law, we're allowed to be in there, but we really have not had any pushback at all.
Oh, that is so good, because there are so many places in this country now where it's a fight.
Yes.
It's a battle. Something else people don't know is that as an FCA rep, that you don't get a salary from FCA, right? They don't say, okay, we're gonna hire you, we'll pay you this much, go do your job. You actually have your own ministry here. You work for FCA, but it's really your own ministry, and you have to fund yourself. Right?
It's like being a missionary. So we are very fortunate. Our funding comes from individuals, civic organizations, churches, donors, community advocacy groups that want to see the ministry be here. It's 100% faith-based funding.
Wow, that's cool. And you have so many good people around you, and I tend to run into them now and then. The Wapnicks I ran into, I didn't know they were a part of FCA, and they're like, I think they were on your board.
Yes.
Maybe still are, I don't know. Former coach of Versailles High School, former
Kent Thomas.
Mizzou quarterback, and
Warren Sites, yes.
Warren Sites, yeah. So a lot of the very big name local people tend to gravitate toward FCA as well.
Yeah, this doesn't exist with me. It's not about a staff person. It's about our donor base. It's about a board, and it is a massive group of volunteers who help us do all the things that FCA does.
Okay. Do you need any help? I mean, do you want volunteers or people that help in the ministry in any way? What do you need?
We are always looking for more people to be on our home team from a financial standpoint who would give donations or their businesses might consider. And there's opportunities for volunteers for our camps and our coaches' events as well.
Okay, that's another thing, camps. I read last year that your attendance was the highest ever at your power camps.
Yes.
What's a power camp? What does that do?
Power camp is a sports FCA camp for kids entering grades 3 through 8. Chris, the research shows that between 72% and 85% of people that become Christians do so before the age of 18.
Wow.
So power camps are really a thing of my heart, and we have been able to make our power camps absolutely free because of donations. So kids from Eldon or the Camdenton areas can come for absolutely free. It's a week of sports and inspiration and perspiration, we say.
There you go. That's a good mix. There's a lot to absorb here, right? Parents are thinking about camps for their kids in the summer. You do Fields of Faith events, 6 of them last year. You do these huddles in the school. If parents or kids or coaches want to get more information, how would they do that?
Our website is LOTO FCA, which stands for Lake of the Ozarks, LOTOFCA.org. Or our Facebook page is the same, and we keep everything updated on there, and they can register for any camp at Loto FCA as well.
And they can contact you if they have questions?
Yes.
Okay. So that's pretty simple, right? That's all on your website?
Yes.
LOTO FCA. And again, the annual banquet, March 15th, School of the Osage. They're going to do that in the gymnasium, or where are they going to do that?
It'll be in the Commons area right when you walk in.
Okay.
It's going to be a great venue and a great night. We're really spotlighting the Loto FCA history this year, so there'll be some amazing testimonies from kids and coaches that night.
I'm excited. We'll be there. God
Great.
willing, of course. That is Kathy Wiesen, Lake of the Ozarks FCA. Go look them up. Help them if you can. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Good to see you as always.
Good to see you.
And thank you for joining us for the COMC Community Spotlight Show.